Hi guys! So we're back. This video was requested by one of you and we are so excited to do it because it's actually a very common question actually.
It is, and we're gonna take both.
We're gonna look at the positives and the negatives
there you go.
aspect of this.
Because there's always positive and negatives
of everything.
And what our personal opinions are on the matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I think long distance relationships can work. That's my opinion.
I'm not for a long distance relationship. So Jess is pro long distance relationship. I'm anti
for a short period of time.
Right. I'm
only
not
because
even
I don't
for
feel
a short
I need
period
to,
of time.
I don't think I need to spend every day with someone.
Well, I don't feel like I need to spend every day with someone, but I feel like, why am I in a long distance relationship? I used to be by myself. I need to be in a relationship with someone that's like miles away.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like, that just doesn't work for me.
But it can work because this guy on YouTube said so. No. I'm just kidding. I've never been in one.
Okay,
but
so we were like, let's see what other people think. Okay, this is very interesting because we went on YouTube and we found someone on YouTube. Let me pull up that screenshot. The YouTuber is BuzzFeed Yellow.
Yes.
Okay, and he has like 6 million subscribers, which is
so
very cool.
You guys
we need to subscribe to him.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We haven't subscribed yet, but we're going to. So he has this like long distance relationship, and I'll have the video linked down below. And it's 7 things no one tells you about long distance relationships. Well,
he's pro long distance relationships.
Oh my god, he's like hardcore,
and
like,
he's really dedicated and committed to it.
You can tell he loves it.
Yeah.
I was like really impressed. Now, there's a part in the video where it goes, long distance couples have reported to have stronger dedications to their relationships, healthier communication in general, and feeling more intimate with each other, which I
agree on that. And the reason I agree with it is because I feel like since you don't see each other like that, you don't take each other for granted. So you appreciate the time when you do have
that.
I
do believe.
Yeah, that's why I think it, so when I sort of
you're forced to communicate more.
Yeah, you are. Well, when you're with someone, you kind of like sometimes, you don't. Or they piss you off more because you see them all the time, so they're bound to piss you off of just something stupid.
So that is a huge positive because that is true. The fact that you're so far away from that person, you do communicate more. You're using more words, and the more you communicate, the deeper you plant roots. Because when you are emotionally attached, like mentally and emotionally, which when you're reading things, when you're reading things from each other, you're actually reading it and absorbing it versus you trying to come up thinking of a defense answer as the other person's talking. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying. Okay. And also we found on welovethecatalog.com, if you guys ever went on. So we found 7 reasons why it won't work, and I'm just gonna read them off to you guys. Okay. The first one that they have here says it's not a real relationship, which
that's true. Yeah. I feel like it's not like
how can you tell these people that are in
it's not so much that it's not a real relationship. I feel like if I'm gonna be in a relationship, like I'm either in or I'm not.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, she also needs to be, Teresa needs that attention and that in her guy. That's her, you know?
If I'm in a relationship, I want to be with that guy. I want to communicate. I want to get mad at him. I want him to get mad at me. Like, I want to have the good and the bad. Like, I'm a weird, I don't know.
You're not
I'm a realistic. I'm a realist.
You're normal.
Realistic. I'm a realistic retardo right now trying to speak. But
I will read what they say here. Why it's not a real relationship. All right. It says, hate me if you must, but LDRs are not real relationships. What they are fabrications of relationships. Because what you two have exists only in the online world, the virtual world. You fool yourselves into thinking that you're involved in something genuine, something hopeful, something whose future lies in the physical world, the real world. What you're actually in is a lie made to look like a relationship. Email and Skype and letters form a good facade.
It's very true.
That is very true.
Oh, I like that. That is very well put.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like, okay, listen, there's different levels of relationships, there's different types of relationships, and if you are committed to a long relationship like that, I mean, more power to you.
Like this guy, he was really committed.
He's really committed. I'm sorry, I could not be that committed to somebody. I would like so cheat on that person. I'd be tempted. I'm just saying, I'm being realistic.
You're being honest.
I'm being honest. It's not happening. I'm either with you and we're like,
this is clean, no, bring the water.
Yeah,
we'll just make sure.
Yeah, no, I'm just, no. Like,
all right, let's go through the second one that they have here.
But you see what I'm saying?
Of course I do. I totally get it.
I'm all in.
This is what it is. But you're.
I keep repeating myself. Okay, what is it?
Okay, the second one is words lose their meaning over time. Words are nothing without action. This is very true.
That is true.
I always say that. Don't tell me,
just
show me. I don't want to hear your words. I don't care what you're saying. I want to see
you.
it.
Amen. Jesus.
I want to see the results. Otherwise, I don't believe you.
Hello.
So, okay, so that's true. With the distance between you two, any and almost all action is impossible. So you make up for this impossibility with words. But words only tell and do nothing in showing the person on the other side of the world what and how you feel. You keep sending long messages to each other until you see the words never make up for physical absence. You can only write or say I love you so many times until all it becomes is an empty bunch of letters put together into a sentence that will never be enough to mean anything.
Exactly. Well, like, seriously, like, if I'm with somebody, I want to feel that person. And I don't want to feel that person for like a couple days and then he goes away for like 5 months or like,
oh, 5 months.
I'm not going to sit there and touch myself by myself.
That's wrong.
But you know what I mean? I mean, really, like, what's the point? That's a friendship. Yeah. I just don't believe in long distance relationship, guys.
All right, the third one is it demands too much. I'd always get asked, how do you know he isn't cheating on you right at this very instant? I always reply, I just know, I trust him. And people would go, how do you deal with his not being with you physically? And I'd respond, it takes a lot of patience, but it'll be worth it. Only now do I realize how much my long distance relationship demanded of me. It aged and matured me far beyond what someone my age should feel. I put all my trust in him with the highest risk of it being betrayed. Patience is good, but when you're waiting for nothing, what's the point of everything else? LDRs ask for too much from you, and personally, I think nothing that close deserves anything.
I think it's too painful. I'm sorry, you gotta be a masochist to like have a long distance relationship.
Like you, I'm surprised you don't like it.
I might be a masochist, but I'm not into that. I'm really not.
The fourth one is you lose touch with reality. I left Skype on for 2 days once. My boyfriend and I treated it as if we were living together. We went about our individual tasks, and every now and then we'd stop by our laptops to talk. We had breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. So we even played Uno. We had pillow talk. We slept beside each other, beside our laptops, and woke up to each other's faces, and did that all over again. If that isn't crazy, then I don't know what is. Instead of being with my friends and my family who were real and actually there, I spent all my time in my virtual world with my boyfriend because that was the only world where we could be together, and he was all that mattered to me. Everything and everyone else most valued to me. I felt like we were making the best out of our shitty situation, but it was just a mask we put on to continue the act of pretend happiness.
Oh, well, people live together and pretend they're happy all the time, so don't feel bad about that.
Exactly, I was gonna say,
I'm like,
you know how many people I know who are miserable and have to look at each other's faces all the time? Like,
they don't even want to sleep next to each
there
other.
you go. I've been in
relationships like that. I don't know if she's happy with that. That's the same thing as being there. I mean, come on,
well,
it's contradicting. Like, you can look at it from a perspective of, yeah, you're living in a virtual reality versus, I guess it's on a base-to-base. I'm so anti. I don't know.
You know what? I think it all boils down to the type of person you are.
Yes.
You can deal with it, and if you can't deal with it, and that's it. And if your other person that's involved can do it too, then more power to you. Do it.
If you're doing too much complaining about it, you shouldn't be in it.
Absolutely not.
If you're not complaining about it, that means it's for you.
And if it's only like a temporary situation, like you guys are both working on one person going to live where the other person is, then that's fine too. Like you're doing it, because it's going to lead to something eventually. So that's fine too.
But I think overall, I don't think it's a natural thing. I don't think it's a healthy thing. I think that, but then again, like, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one.
Eat double snakes holes.
Huh?
Eat double snakes holes.
Exactly.
Everyone's got one.
But from my opinion, and then Jess can tell you her opinion, I never recommend long distance relationships to any of my friends. I would never do it, so I would never recommend it.
And personally, I don't think I would do it either. But if I happened to meet someone and it was like that, and like I said, we were only doing it temporarily, and eventually, like, I knew he was the one for me, and eventually we were going to be together, then I would do it. But only knowing that it's going to lead to us, him moving to me, because there's no way I'm moving to where he is. He's coming to me.
Exactly. I agree.
Just saying. Putting that out there.
Very rarely. Sometimes you might.
Well, it depends where he lives.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Yeah.
As cool as New York, which there isn't.
That's true.
So I'm staying my ass here.
And your family's here, so it's kind of hard. It's hard.
Yes.
But I have to say, when we say long distance relationship, like if it's like you're away for 3 days and then you're back home, that's not a long distance relationship. We're talking about like you're gone for months, a month or more.
Yeah.
Wash, if you're gone for like 2 weeks or more.
I was gonna say that's.
If you're gone for 2 weeks or more, but if you're like 3 days in the house, 2 days gone, or like stuff like that,
fine.
I can deal with that because I need my space.
Exactly.
So
I need a lot.
There's a lot of variables that play into it. There's different types of long distance relationships, but I think at the core, I'm gonna say it again. Overall, I don't recommend long distance relationships at all.
And you guys got my opinion on it. So before we just keep repeating ourselves,
because I just
pretty much
like adamant about long distance relationships.
Well, those are our opinions, guys. Let us know what you think down below.
We really hope this video helped you out for the person that requested it. And I don't know what your situation is, but I highly don't recommend it.
And the person that we watched the video on and that has a bunch of, like 6 million subscribers, and he was really dedicated. Adorable. We'll leave his info down below too, so you guys can check him out and see for yourselves.
And the link to his YouTube channel. He's a doll. His girlfriend is cute. She looked kind of annoyed sometimes.
Well, because imagine he always has a camera in her face.
And that's true.
She's like,
but then she had moments where she was like
smiling.
Yeah, it was really cute. I liked it.
But it didn't look like he was more into the relation than she was. But that's usually how it is with guys and girls.
Oh,
usually the guys are more into you. Guys are usually more into the girls than the girls are into the guys.
Yeah, because if you're the guy that you're more into,
there's a problem.
Trouble.
There's a problem.
Let the guy be more into you than you are into
Yes.
You need to find one of those. So anyways, with that said, in closing, we love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Let us know your thoughts down below. Mwah.